been out for about 10, 11 years now. I'm 28. I came out when I was 17. Officially came out when I was 17.
I guess you could say I've been out since I came out to my mom on graduation day when I was turning 18. But I pretty much knew before that, maybe around 16, 17, that I was gay.
I've been out for about like 5 or 6 years. I was 16, 17, around that age.
I knew something was different about me from my peers. And yeah, in middle school, I guess I don't know, I guess you could say I was a loner. And I guess being gay had to do with that because, I was thinking about girls while all my friends were talking about boys. And I didn't quite know how to fit in with that. I mean, I tried poorly. It was a very poor attempt at heterosexuality on my part. And then I came out, and my mom accepted it right away. In fact, she said she had an idea already.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years later, I went to a Buddhist college in Boulder, Colorado, and we had an assignment for one of our classes that was to write a letter. Everyone in the class had to do this. Write a letter to your parent coming out as gay. So even if you were gay or straight, you had to write this letter. And at the time, my dad didn't know. And I did the assignment, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm actually going to send this to him. And I was about 20, 21, and I sent him the letter, and I got the response back from him saying he already knew. Go figure. So I was definitely more hesitant to tell my dad because him and his family, that side of the family is definitely more, I don't know, I don't want to say, they're more rednecks, I guess. And my mom's side of the family's good old country folk. As long as we don't talk about it, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But with my dad, yeah, his side of the family's more explicit in who they make fun of.
Growing up in San Antonio when I was 17 up until I was 20 when I finally moved away from San Antonio, discrimination was a pretty big thing. I used to get a lot of just really rude looks and just rude treatment all around from people at the church that I used to go to, the church that I grew up going to. Going to the store, that happens all the time. People just look at you kind of weird, kind of funny, and laugh at you. Middle school, high school, that whole thing was nothing but people making fun of you and probably wanting to kick your ass.
I think about it happening. I worry about it sometimes. If in the wrong situation, if I ever go to a bar on 6th Street, for example, yeah, I feel like a little tense because everyone around me is heterosexual, straight, clean cut, frat boyish, and I feel like any minute it could happen.
I used to work at the mall, and when I remember one time just going into work, and as I was walking, there was a group of kids walking out of the mall, and maybe because of, I don't know, something about me, there was a sign on my face or something that just said, oh, he's gay. And these kids, of course, when they were at a safe distance walking past me, yelled, bag. And I remember just turning around thinking, really? That just happened? Okay, alright. And I just walked back in. Before I came out, I was actually one of those kind of people who was probably so uncomfortable with my own sexuality and had a hard time admitting it to myself that I was actually gay, and I would help make fun of some of the, with some of the bullies, I would help make fun of this one gay kid that was on my bus, and that was really embarrassing now that I look back at it.
I was kind of dragged out of the closet by some invasion of my privacy from my parents. I was raised really Southern Baptist, and so it was just kind of a strict household, and whenever my mom found out, by invading my privacy, I was kicked out of the house like 3 days later.
Having anyone, a group of people, or someone that you love make you feel bad for who you really are, it's just not the way to go. And that's what drives people to, gay kids to commit suicide or run away from home.
What she's told me is it's kind of, she had to mourn the loss of the life that she wanted for me. She so everybody's supposed to have 2.5 kids and a happy marriage, and that's supposed to be what makes you happy, but she's realized I can be happy just by being myself.